Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to the Real Juicy Detox. Oh my goodness, we are here. We are here together. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you are watching this. Welcome to the Real Juicy Detox. I'm Burns. I'm your certified detox specialist. And every day at noon Eastern Standard Time, we come together in the Real Juicy Detox kitchen. Sometimes we come together in Glenda, my vintage camper that is out in the front. But today we are in the kitchen, and today we are going to be juicing some delicious fruit, and we are going to be connecting and getting our detox on. So welcome if you are just tuning in. Let me move my laptop over to here so that it is in a better eyesight for what I am doing. I'm monitoring the conversation down here. Say hello. Say hello. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Settle in. And while we are connecting, oh my goodness, I should have had this part set up a little bit better instead of fiddling around with laptop situations. I hope nothing falls off my counter. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The struggle is real, y'all. The struggle is real, but we are here. We are in class right now. This is our Juicy Detox class. Oh my goodness. Say hello. Let me know if you are tuning in. Let me know if you can see this. It looks like it's looking pretty good on my side here. I'm monitoring this on my iPad as well. Today we had such an incredible class this morning. I don't know if you guys were able to pop in and if you caught the 8 a.m. rebounding class, but this morning's class was amazing. Oh my gosh, you never know where the class is going to go. I'll tell you. I will tell you. You never know. It's always based on you guys and your questions, right? Good afternoon. First day. I made it in the beginning of the class. Yes. Oh my gosh, Kristen, I'm so happy. Good afternoon. Hello, Rockstar Ruiz. How is it going? How is the fresh fruit to break your juice fast? How is that going? Let us know in the comments. So good that you are here. This morning's class was a lot of fun, wasn't it, you guys? Rockstar Ruiz and Kristen were both here for that. Yes, Dot. Yes, you're here as well. I see you. I hear you. My kitty Dot is just getting in on the action. My goodness, you guys, I'm so sorry. Let me just adjust a couple of things here. As you all know, this is a one-woman show. This is a one-woman show. I'm the production crew. I'm sound. I am camera. I am lighting. I do it all. Yes, I do. And we are here in class. Whew, I hope this is all looking all right. I hope we're good. Are we good? Are we good? Cindy's in the house. Woo, woo, woo. Cindy is here. Cindy is here. You know what that means. Good things are going to happen. Well, Cindy is here every day, and that means that every day good things are going to happen. Right, Cindy? Yes, Dot. Okay, come and say hello to the class. You just came in. You don't need to go back out. You just came in. Here is Dot, our class mascot. Yes. Oh my goodness. She's not having it. She's not having it. She's got food in there, so we're not worried about her. We are not worried about her. She is happy. Hello. Oh my goodness. Kristen says, yes, it was a wonderful morning class. The love in this group grows with each new day. It really, really does. I'm so proud of everybody for everything that you guys are doing to, I don't know, come together and just support each other. You know, it's really, it's very heartwarming. It's very cool to see that. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this out to some of our juicing groups, because that is where I got so much of my information from before I really started to even understand what it is that I was doing. A little itchy eye here. I had extra fluff on my new towel out of the dryer. I don't know if the girls wash something fluffy in there with the towels, but all kinds of fluff. It's like, oh, I was covered like a fluff ball, I'm telling you. Yes, Dot. Yes. Dottie is our boss bitch. Yeah. You can hear the boss bitch right now. She's like, what do you need? What? You just went out. Oh my God. She just went out and she's bitching to go out again. My goodness. Hello, Jennifer. Jennifer is in the house. Oh my gosh, awesome. Okay, so let me send this out to our juice communities. And the juicing communities on Facebook. The juicing communities on Facebook are Juicing for Health, Juicing and Raw Food Support Group for Your Healing Journey, Solid Food Vacation / Juice Feasting, and of course, the Real Juicy Detox, as well as Sharing the Detox Diet by Dr. Robert Morse and Fans of Dr. Robert Morse. So there we go. I've shared it to our different groups so we can expect more new class members coming in. So yeah, this morning's class was awesome. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. You know, whenever we are talking about detoxing our body, it's never just about detoxing the body. We detox on so many levels. We detox on so many levels. We create on so many levels a new life. And today, Mandy had a great question that came in while we're chatting. By the way, in class this morning, we were also talking, I was also mentioning that I'm crafting these master classes, you know, so that you can really quickly and easily understand and have a really good classroom type video that you can send out to your friends, your people who are asking these questions. I'm working on getting them set up with the whiteboard. Hey, Jennifer. Jennifer. Hello. I'm working on these whiteboards. So you guys who have been in the class, you know what these whiteboards look like, right? Let me show you what it looks like in case you haven't been in class. But in class, we have these, I made up these whiteboards like that are right here. I made these whiteboards up and they're so helpful. We run through all of the different points on these whiteboards. And what I want to do is I want to get all of our masterclass topics up on these whiteboards, but it's kind of time consuming. And a lot of my time is already taken up with what we do here in the Real Juicy Detox in the classroom. So I will get that done up. But I wanted to come live today at our regularly scheduled time at 2 p.m. I mean, at noon instead of 2 p.m. Because some days when I do up those whiteboard notes, it takes like several hours, like 5 or 6 hours to get them done up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly start working on them each day throughout the week so that I have them ready to go. Because I want Mondays to be our masterclass Monday. I want Mondays to be our masterclass Monday, but we'll start that routine next week. Okay, I'm going to just grab my fruit over here. I've got a bunch of fruit that I need to get juiced. So why don't we do that first? And I have a huge piece of pumpkin to cut up. The pizza dough recipe that we made yesterday in class was so freaking incredible. I'm not even kidding you, but I want to perfect that recipe. So I want to make that in class with you today. But first I want to get some of this juicing done. So let's do that. Just going to grab my melons. Let's grab some melons. Got all these cantaloupes to go. Yes, and then I also have a couple of pineapples. So in today's class, what I wanted to talk about, we got a great question today in class from Mandy. Mandy is looking down the road. She's looking ahead to when she starts her family. She wants to start a family. She doesn't have a relationship, a partner, a man in her life as yet, and she's working on creating a relationship with somebody who is hopefully on the same wavelength as her. So that's what we were talking about today. Just clearing away some of this stuff that's all over my counter. Oh my God, it's a never ending where to put all this stuff thing. So let's just do like that. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that today, because I think this is a topic that is really, I think in thinking about what we discussed this morning in that class, I realized that there were a couple of things that we could have talked about, because we talked about it. We talked about her question from the point of view of, she's single and she's looking for a life partner who she can eventually have healthy babies with and have a beautiful, healthy family with. And I think her main question, or part of her question was, how do you find that? Like, good men are so hard to find in the first place. Like, where's my guy? Where's my guy? Where are you? And then to have that really stringent, appearingly stringent qualification that he also be into this kind of raw vegan / detox lifestyle. That is getting very specific, right? That is getting very specific. Let me know in the comments if you guys are dealing with, how to navigate this whole detox lifestyle within a relationship, because that's a real thing, right? Not everybody is in a position where they can say that, oh yeah, my partner is all about this and we're doing this together, and not everybody's in that position. I totally understand. I am in a very unique position. Karen says it was such a great class. Thank you so much, Karen. I am in a very unique position because the relationship that I have with my delicious lover, my Dalibor, my man, is a bit unique because he is 100% on board. We did not start our relationship being raw vegan, right? We've been together for 5 years, and for the beginning part of until June of this year, raw vegan. I don't want to be raw vegan. What are you talking about? That's crazy, right? So I always smell my cutting boards to make sure it doesn't smell like garlic. So I can totally understand that. Oh, by the way, let me switch on my food cam here so that we can chat. There we go. By the way, how cute is this t-shirt? Love who you are. Love who you are. That is the message for today. I want you to remember that you got to love who you are in the first place before you can hope to attract a relationship into your life that loves who you are. You know what I mean? So always starting out with love for yourself is the first and most important thing. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So, one of the reflections I had was like, oh my gosh. Okay. So what about if you're not in as fortunate a situation, right? What about if your partner that you currently have is totally not on board with this? What do you do? What do you do? And I think one of the first things that we have to accept and realize and own is that might very well be how it's going to be in your relationship. But if you're talking about, when somebody asks a question about how do I manifest a partner who is also going to be on this path with me, that's a whole different question. But I did want to address like how this detox might affect your relationships, because it does, and it will. When you start really realizing how important this lifestyle is in your life, and how much you want to, when you really get in tune with and in touch with how much different your life can be, where your focus is going to be, you really want to, if I were you, I wouldn't settle. I would have that as one of my requirements. And I'm going to give you a little story time right now. So when Dali and I started this whole juicing thing, as many of you know, because I've told this story before, we were not together. We were on a break. Ross and Rachel, we were on a break. Like I pretty much ended the relationship because I felt like we were stuck and we needed the break from each other to get unstuck, basically. I didn't know what that would mean in terms of our relationship together, but I just knew that was what we needed to do. And we did that. So when I became, that was March 1st of this year. And when oh, hi, Louise. Louise is here. Yay to be here with you all. My internet is acting up today. I'm in an old house with crazy deep, thick walls. So yeah, sometimes it acts mysteriously. Love, love, love. Are you in one of those? You got to send us some pictures of your home. Louise lives in Limerick, Ireland. And if anybody did not see the Mind movie that Louise lent her beautiful creative work to, her music, stick around because I will show you guys that later. Stick around, stick around, stick around. Hey, Jen, says Louise. Hi, Karen, Cindy, and Rockstar Louise. Yes, indeed. We're just having a little chill class today. I had all these great plans of doing a, master class today, but that kind of, I need to be in my creative flow instead of being rushed and looking at the time. So that class is going to happen another time. That's all good. And I thought, what do we do? What do we do today? Well, I got all these melons. I've got to get some juicing done for my delicious lover. These are the melons that he bought that he is using for his juicy detox. Hello, Alana. Alana's in the house. Alana's in the house. Alana's in the house. So I can kind of tell that this is going to probably be a really nice, relaxed kind of class this morning. So what we're going to do, what I thought we would do, or this afternoon rather, I always think it's morning. What we're going to do is we're going to get some juicy fruit. Look at this. Look at this beautiful cantaloupe. Do you guys like cantaloupe? I love cantaloupe. It is like candy, y'all. This stuff is like candy. This is like God's candy. Look at that. So I thought what we would do is we would talk a little bit about this relationship stuff. Let me know in the comments, how has this juicing lifestyle affected your relationship? Has it strengthened it? Has it made it a little bit more challenging that you would like? Because all of that can happen. Gabriella, hello. I was up north on the weekend. I'm back to class. Awesome, babe. How was it up north? Was there a lot of snow? That's really good. That cantaloupe is so delicious. So delicious. Let me get another bowl in which to put my delicious cantaloupe once I cut it. Oh my God, the bowl situation here is like not ideal, y'all. Just today, usually it's ideal, but just today for some reason, and yesterday. Here we go. So I'm just getting some cantaloupe prepped for juicing while we talk about relationships. So when Dali and I took our little break, it was shortly after that I discovered juicing. And as you guys know, some of you might know, he came over to the cottage where I was living at my sister's cottage. He came over one weekend to help, to actually put in the dock. And he said, we can do a barbecue, because one of his 2 charcoal grill barbecue grills was down at my sister's cottage. And I said, yeah, we're not doing that right now. I'm on a juicing cleanse. Remember I told you I'm doing this crazy juicing thing? We had stayed in touch with each other, and I saw him pretty much every week. My daughter Kaya was still living up here, so either I would see him when I came up to visit Kaya, or he would bring something down from the house here that I needed. It was a really nice time for us to focus on ourselves, but also focus on our relationship in a little bit of a different way, without me hovering, and without him always being here, and without me being here. And it was a really good time for us. But we were not Yeah, I see all your comments. I'm going to touch in on all of these. We're talking about relationships today as we're going through this detox life experience, and how the detox has either strengthened or highlighted areas of weakness within your relationship, and kind of how to deal with that and how to work through that. Not everybody is in the most ideal situation, you know what I'm saying? And you got to figure out ways to deal with all of it. So let's try to unpack some of that, shall we? Because if you're doing this juicy lifestyle, this focus on fruits, melons, and berries to heal the body and to get the body back into true balance, it kind of affects and is going to impact, all areas of your life. And I want to first of all, in this class, I want to share with you guys and be really transparent about this aspect of my life, and hopefully that will help you have a little bit of perspective or a different perspective on how to approach this. I don't know, or just feel a common bond together, because we're all experiencing this detox together, right? This is not happening in isolation. This is a synergistic kind of experience that we're going through, right? Let's see, what did Kristen have to say? Kristen says it strengthened her relationship. At first, I still cooked meat and cooked food for my husband. Then he got a really bad doctor's report and saw how it changed my life. I believe in being a loving example without pushing my needs on others. Yes, he is now about 80% raw. Yes, ringing some bells for Karen and that for Kristen. And that is exactly how I want you guys to approach this. I didn't push this on my partner either. In fact, I didn't push this on Dali. At the time, he wasn't my romantic partner, but we were still life partners because we were still co-parenting and raising Kaya together, right? And you know, my approach and my attitude when it comes to all relationships is nurture those relationships, and support the other person in the relationship, even when the relationship transforms and is no longer the same. So Kristen, thank you so much for sharing that. I'm so happy for your husband. That is amazing. Amazing news. Amazing. So when Dali came over to do the doc, that was on June 21st. I know because I did I did a Facebook Live on that day. It was Father's Day. And he came over and I said, well, we're not going to be doing any cooking food over here at the cottage. I'm on this juice thing that I'm doing. But if you want, you can either bring your own food, or I can just I'll feed you juices. And I did, and he loved it. And after 3 days back and forth, he came back here to Cambridge, and every day he came back down to finish another part of the doc. Over the course of those 3 days, all he had was juices. I made sure to keep him filled up and hydrated on juice. It was summertime. And he was outside working in the heat, and he was outside working in the heat. So obviously, every hour and sometimes every half hour, I would give him another 500 ml, half a liter, mason jar of juice. And I just kept him super hydrated. That's what I did. Did I push it on him? I don't think so, because he would have had, he had every opportunity to bring his own food. I told him, right? I just said, we're not cooking. I'm not doing a barbecue. I don't want to be smelling cooked barbecue. My goodness, I'm focused. I got my head down here. I got my blinders on. I'm focusing on the fruits, melons, and berries, baby. I got a job to get done, right? I got a job to do. So he said, sure, cool. I'll have your juice. No problem. That tastes good. That tastes really yummy. I'm cutting up some cantaloupe here so that I can juice this for my delicious lover. Yes, indeed. He is out working his construction job, so I am going to make his juice for him. I don't always do his juicing for him. He takes care of his own juice because I'm a busy girl. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't get to it. That was our agreement that we had as well. When we did reconnect back on our relationship, I'll tell you a little bit about that. I said to him, I need to focus on my healing. And that is going to mean that sometimes I cannot make your juice for you. If I can, I will, but don't be expecting me to do all your juicing for you. I want you to take responsibility for your juicing as well. That's what I told him. Because, sometimes we can, at least for me, this is one of the things that I had to work on in our separation. I realized that I was really codependent. We were both really way too codependent. Yeah. Over functioning. That's the name of my game. I over function in relationships sometimes. And I wanted to change that pattern because I can see how destructive that was. So this is one of those rare times when I'm actually juicing Dali's juice. Not because I don't love him, but because I'm busy with my own stuff. You know what I mean? And he's a big boy. He knows how to use a knife and use the juicer. So he came down and I just lovingly, just like Kristen did, I just became, first of all, the living example of this truth, of this work. And after that, I didn't really push it on him at all. It was easy though, because we weren't really in a romantic relationship and I wasn't living here. And before we even connected, okay, so that was June 21st. Then after that, he said, yeah, I really want some more information about this juicing because I really felt good. Like I had really good energy. I felt really hydrated usually. And he'll say this all the time. Usually when he used to do his construction job, he would be, he'd be more drinking like water, like a gallon or 2 gallons of water. And that sometimes would make him feel really bloated and really not good, right? Because water doesn't hydrate you. I know, shocker. Water doesn't hydrate you. What hydrates you it has to be alkaline. And water is on the acid side of chemistry, you guys. It is. Water is on the slightly acid side of chemistry. So with these juices, he was really, really hydrated. He enjoyed how he felt. He did not feel hungry at all because when you're eating all of this nutritionally dense food, you're not going to feel hungry, especially when you're eating it at the rate, you're drinking it at the rate that I was putting it in his hands, right? So he said, yeah, I'm pretty interested in learning more about this. And right about that time, I had just watched the movie The Game Changers on Netflix. And if any of you have not watched that movie, I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it, with the caveat. The caveat being there is a huge focus in that movie on plant-based protein. Plant-based protein in the form of beans, that is not healthy for you. And we're going to get into that in our protein masterclass. But yeah, it's good. But suffice it to say that movie was definitely a game changer because it talked all about protein, not in one of those really gross ways where, they show all the slaughterhouses, and it's not a gross movie like that. It's a really well done, scientific, yet very engaging movie on protein and how we have been sort of, living under this delusion that we need all of this excessive protein and that we must get it in the form of meat. Anyhow, long story short, he watched the movie. He had come back to Cambridge, of course, because, we weren't together. I was living down at my sister's. And he came back to Cambridge and he watched that movie and he texted me 20 minutes in and he said, I'm never eating meat again. And I went, oh, that was a surprise. Okay. All right. We had a little discussion about it. And sure enough, off he went and started juicing. He started juicing on his own because he put the stuff into his body. He felt how it made his body feel. He watched some really good content on the interweb about the topic. And you have to understand that Dali was a carnivore, all right? Meat 3 times a day, like most people on the standard American or SAD diet. He ate meat 3 times a day. He grew up, he's from Croatia, Eastern European. And when I say he's from Croatia, he immigrated here to Canada 20 years ago. So he grew up in Croatia, where there is a very heavy focus on meat. So if anybody is at all interested in finding out more about meat and protein in general and the whole protein myth, this melon doesn't look that appetizing. Come on. Then I strongly encourage you to watch that movie because it is a game changer. It really changes and debunks the whole protein myth, the whole thing. It's so good. In fact, I think I want to watch it again now that I'm coming at this from a whole brand new perspective compared to last June. Because since then, I think I signed up for my certification program with Dr. Morse on June shortly after that, like maybe July 1st. So I think I actually want to watch that movie again. Have any of you guys seen it? The Game Changers? It's so good, right? So he went along, continued to do his juicing. But right before that, it's so interesting how things work out. Right before that, I said to myself, you know what? This is like, I started looking ahead to the concept, to the idea that I would be looking for a relationship again. I wasn't even thinking that the relationship that I was looking for would be with Dali. Honestly, I was thinking more along the lines of, okay, wow, when I'm ready to start dating, like in a couple of months or whatever, this is going to be a real problem. Like, now that I'm into this lifestyle and now that I understand so much more about eating this way and about not eating animal flesh for food, what is a date going to look like? Are we going to go to a restaurant? Am I going to have to sit across from somebody who's chowing down on a big juicy steak? How is that going to work? So I realized in that time period, I realized that, oh, shoot, I just frigging narrowed down the field of prospects way down. I mean, as it is, we are all pretty specific on what we are attracted to and, the type of person that we want to spend time with. We are very specific. And here I am narrowing down the field even more, like getting really hyper specific. Like, I need a guy who's a raw vegan or at least a vegan, but okay, that's going to be interesting. That's just what I said, right? I wasn't interested in dating anyone at the time. Not anybody. I was focused on my healing and my return to health. But, I'm a smart girl. I know that even though I wasn't ready at the time to start back dating, I pretty much know myself. I thrive in relationship. I thrive in a loving, committed relationship. So, I was like, damn, this kind of sucks. I kind of felt like Mandy. It's like, not for the making babies part, because I'm so done with the making babies part. I'm 55 years old. What am I doing having babies? I'm not going to have another baby. God, no. Um, I have two beautiful young women who used to be babies. My beautiful Kaya, who's 18 years old, my beautiful Danica, who's 24, and my bonus daughter, Brookie, who's 18 as well. So, I wasn't not looking at it from that point of view, but I definitely was looking at it from the point of view of relationship, because yeah, that was going to be an important factor. And I did not expect completely, I didn't mention any of this to Dali. I didn't say that a word of this to anybody, but all I said was, wow, when I get back on the dating scene, I'm going to need to be looking for a guy who is like into this kind of thing too, into this raw vegan lifestyle, because I know myself. I'm not going to be able to handle I'm not going to be able to handle somebody who eats that much differently than me. I just knew that about myself. And then he took this on. He enjoyed it. He took it on. He was excited about it. He would be texting me, oh my gosh, look at this green juice that I made, or look at that fruit juice that I made. And he was all into it. And to be honest, it's kind of one of the things that made me start to fall back in love with him again, and made me go, oh my God, well, maybe he is the one. You know what I mean? He was also doing all of the spiritual work that he recognized and realized that he needed to do within himself, and that is something else that is really important to me in a relationship. So a couple of the things that I really wanted out of the relationship kind of presented themselves, and was right back there in the relationship with the man of my dreams, the relationship that I had wanted all along started to really come into fruition. Pardon the pun. It really started to come to light, into fruition. So that is my relationship story in terms of around this raw vegan lifestyle. But I was ready to hold out and ready to just wait and be prepared to see a relationship within the paradigm of being healthy, of lifestyle choices. What does Kristen have to say here? So I hope that was helpful for you. That is literally how we came back together. And I did not push this on him. Like, I didn't say, if you want a relationship with me, you got to eat this raw vegan thing. I mean, maybe he picked up on that somewhere along the way in the ethers, but this is the kind of thing that you can't fake. Like, you can't fake it. And he's been completely raw vegan since June 21st of this year, which is pretty amazing. We're December 7th right now. So yeah, that happened. I had my husband watch all the movies that are plant-based. He decided to switch his diet instead of pills and surgery. Yeah, that is amazing. The Jason Vale movie on YouTube, uh, Juice It Up, is what I first saw. Hi, Dot. You want to come back in? Do you want to come in? Crazy Dot is in the window. Aw, that made my heart happy. Your focus and self-love helped guide your lover to what he needed to do. So wonderful to hear. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. That is exactly what it was. I focused on myself because, you got to love who you are, right? You got to love who you are through this process. Man, I'm chilly. Do you want to come in? Let me see if she'll come back in. Hold on. Come here, Dot. Hey, come here. Come on. It's freaking cold out there, girl. I mean, I know you're rocking a fur coat and everything. Let me get a jacket. Yes. Yes, Dottie. Dottie. I hear you. What's up? It was so cold out there. Hi. Hello, baby. How are you? How is Miss Dottie doing? Hmm? A little dot break. Little dotty break. Did my YouTube mess up or did you hit your microphone? No, your YouTube is messing up. It seems to be good here. I need to put on some socks on my feet because, yeah, in the winter here in Canada, you want to be wearing socks with your sandals. For sure. For sure. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's get some juicing on, shall we? Let's get some juicing on. Not a lot of snow up north, but very relaxing. Good, good, good. Nothing like getting away, getting away from the everyday, new environment, new surroundings. I love that. I love that. Love it. Okay, I'm going to bring the juicer over. This is my Omega 800, and you guys know how much I love my juicer. You knows how much I loves my juicer. This is the Omega 800. I love it. It's a perfect masticating juicer. We're going to get a ton of juice out of our cantaloupes here. Janita says, hey, needing prayers of energy to get to higher goals. Stuff in acid life with my husband of 46 years. So hard to change my life. I'm 9 years younger, and this does make a difference. Oh, babe. Oh, Janita, I am so sorry that you're having that, come up for you. All I can say is follow your heart. You got to follow your heart and do what's right for you, babe. But I will send you so many prayers and positive vibes for your journey here. Yeah. It is hard when we've been with somebody for so long and then you make certain changes and you realize, damn, I'm not the same person I was when I started this relationship. I'm not the same person that I love, that I was when I set out here. So much in my life has changed. I'm not the same person. And if your situation is such that it's really making you that unhappy, I got one thing to say for you, babe. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be happy. Yes, put in all the effort and all the work into transforming that relationship into something that is more ideal for yourself, but don't settle. Don't settle. Listen, when my marriage ended, my marriage of almost 30 years, that was rough. That was hard. I'm not going to lie. That wasn't easy. It was scary. It was a time of great uncertainty. And it was the best thing that I could have done for myself. I'm so glad that I did it. I'm so glad that I was able to do it in such a graceful way, although it certainly did not feel graceful for a lot of it, especially in the beginning. It absolutely did not feel graceful. So I feel for you, babe. I feel for you. Any better luck on the microphone yet, Alana? Any better luck on the sound on the YouTube? Maybe just refresh your browser on the YouTube. Does your older daughter live on her own? What does she do? So my older daughter does. She lives in Montreal, and she's an amazing artist, and she does a bunch of different things. She's incredible. She lives in Montreal, which is about maybe like a 6-hour drive away. Yeah, she's going to be coming back for Christmas, so I'm so excited. I need to get my room downstairs cleaned out for her. Hi, Lana. Clementine juice happening here. Awesome. I pressed some clementine juice on this morning's class because I was out. It's so good. Oh, baby, baby. Kelly says, loved seeing you guys get your Christmas tree. Thank you, Kelly. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. So if you guys want to see it, it is in the stories on the Facebook and Instagram stories. And we did that last night. So those will be still live on the stories for 24 hours. So until tonight. So go check it out. We went shopping. Oh my God, Brooke was crushing hard on one of the tree guys, one of the Christmas tree guys at Benjamin Tree Farm. We go there every single year. Oh, I guess I should plug in the juicer if I want it to work, huh? Let me go this way. All right, let's get this juicing started. Let's get this juicing going. I'll play the YouTube later so you can get some hours. Yes, give me some views. Get me some views. Alana, that's what I did. Yeah. Good day. Hello, Cheryl. Oh my goodness, Cheryl is in the house. How are you, babe? How's it going? How is it going? That store you guys went to was amazing. Yes, that is the whole Benjamin Tree Farm store. And what they do is they have, guys, you got to go check it out. Oh my God, they have so many. It's all a lot of it is Christmas themed, but it's like different booths that different vendors have within that location. And you got to give it to Canadians, eh? You got to hand it to Canadians. Everything is in there, totally open. You can touch and see everything. And it's totally all on an honor system. Like there's nobody manning the booth and making sure that you don't shoplift anything. It's so awesome. So amazing. So much fun. Yes. So we're juicing up some melons. We're getting our melons juiced, y'all. I love this juicer. It's a slow juicer, but you see how it's masticating and kind of all going through the auger right there. So yeah, go check out the stories on Facebook and Instagram because it was really a lot of fun going there. We've been going there for about 8 years to get our tree. We always get a live Christmas tree for Christmas, and it's going to be perfect. I moved over the furniture in the lounge. I'll show you in a minute where the tree sits right now. You love your Omega 800 too, Cheryl? Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? It is amazing. Duda says, afternoon all. Yes, Alana has said, love the store and the tree. Like, as Alana said, love the store and the tree, yeah. So the tree is still wrapped up. It is in the living room right over there in the lounge, in the Real Juicy Detox lounge. And it is going to be gorgeous. Oh, I need to go get some more lights. I'm going to just get a whole bunch of new lights. Dollarama, you know, my favorite Dollar Tree store. It's not Dollar Tree. It's called Dollarama. We have a Dollar Tree as well, but this is Dollarama. Our favorite Dollarama store has really inexpensive lights. I also have a super angel, but I donated it to my daughter as she loves it. Oh my God, amazing. Okay, that's getting overly filled. We don't want to do that again now, do we? Whoops. Oh, I need to strain this shit. Okay, hang one second. I totally forgot that we strain. And to be 100% honest, I don't ever strain the juice that I drink for myself, the citrus juice, but I do strain all the others. I'm going to do this over the sink where I know I'm not going to spill it as much. Or if it spills, it goes into the sink, There we go. I strain it into this. And then I just do the big pour. Cantaloupe juice, so incredibly sweet. So powerful, so detoxifying for the body. So we're talking about relationships and how our relationships are affected by your juicing lifestyle. So if you want to share what you have experienced, is your partner supportive? Is your partner resistant? Does your partner just look at you and roll your eyes and go, oh, another one of your things that you're doing? All right, sure. You're going to lose weight. Yeah. It's hard enough dealing with our own doubt. It's really hard when we deal with that with our partners, right? We have been, all of us, especially those of us who have been struggling with our weight or struggling with any health issue. We know what it's like to struggle and to feel like a failure because everything that we've tried before hasn't worked. But we've never tried anything like this before. We've never really ever truly addressed the cause. Even when we've done our weight loss journeys and our weight loss programs, listen, I've done it all. I've done all of the Weight Watchers and the Jenny Craig and the Herbal Magic and everything. I've done it all. Well, I haven't done it all. I never did the Dr. Bernstein, get an injection for vitamin B or whatever. Never did that. But I've done some crazy things, I've done some crazy, crazy things. I've done a fitness protocol, which had me counting every single macronutrient that I put in my body. Every single calorie got put down into the app before it got in my body. It was stringent. It was very calorie restrictive. It was very high in protein. And it involved working out 2, sometimes 3 times a day. Did I chisel down my body? Yep. Did I lose the weight? Yep. Was I still unhealthy? Yep. Was I in a lot of pain? Constantly, 24/7. Constant pain from that muscle lactic acid buildup. And also because I was still eating an excessive amount of protein, right? Which is extremely acid forming in the body, as we know. Whoops. Extremely acid forming. And was it sustainable? Absolutely not. I ended up slowly gaining the weight back because I could not maintain that lifestyle of being so astringent and counting every single calorie and eating tiny little portions of excessive protein. But, small, it was just crazy. It was crazy, you guys. But that was addressing the problem from the symptom and not the cause. The symptom, we think that the reason why we're overweight is because we eat too much. So we calorie restrict because we're addressing the symptom. We're not really addressing the cause. And the cause of our excessive weight is the acid situation that we have put into our body by way of the food that we have eaten. So as your partner some partners might look at you and roll their eyes and say, here we go again. This is just going to be another one of your crazy fad things that you're going to fail at. That's really hard, right? That's really hard because it's not. This is actually the solution for what we are struggling with. LOL, my sister and I were video chatting the other day and she was juicing. I wasn't paying attention. I'm like, you're going to overflow your cup. LOL. Yeah, I overflow my cups here all the time. Where is there we go. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to just strain this out. I'll be right back. So if you guys did not see this morning's class and you want to see a really cool class about relationships, about how to create an ideal relationship, about how to get over past relationships that you have felt so, pained and hurt by, this morning's class was a really good one. We talked about it all, didn't we, guys? Look at that. Look at that beautiful sunshine in a jar, I call it. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, as long as your partner is supportive, that is really what we're talking about. Do they have to be doing exactly what you're doing? No, but supportive. That's what you want. If you're in a relationship that's not supportive, girl, dude, what you doing, right? You need it to be supportive. Kristen said, I tried every diet too, but was still pretty severely obese, all caused by bad food and medications. Yep. 30 years of steroids. My husband actually made my juices at first. I was too ill to do it. That is an act of love. That is amazing. That is an act of love. My husband is very supportive, says Kelly. It's not for him, though. I still make him the traditional foods he is used to having. And that's all good. If that's the agreement that you want to have, that's awesome, right? You got to weigh everything. You know what I mean? If my eyes itchy with all that fuzz from that towel out of the dryer. I gotta rewash those towels. That is awesome, Kelly. So glad to hear that he is supportive, and he is amazing. Emoji King says, I took a studio apartment next door to the Enchanted Fox where I provided iris analysis when Cynthia came into my life and accepted me as I am. Aw, you're queen, Cynthia. That is amazing. Okay, I'm going to empty out this pulp. Yeah. Today is recycling and compost day. Thank goodness. Recycling and compost day. So that's where they pick up our compost waste to take it to the composting plant. My husband makes my juices a lot. Yeah, your husband is amazing, eh, Cindy? So supportive. What a man. What a man. What a man. What a man. What a really fine man he is, Cindy. Yes, indeed. He loves you so much. He is in such great service for you, and you are to him as well. Everything is about synergy, right? It's not all cut and dry. It's not all black and white. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to come back and kind of clarify a couple of things. I'm not saying leave your relationships if they're not into this kind of juicing. I was talking to Mandy about not settling for what's on her list of things that are important for her in a new relationship, looking forward ahead to having children with the love of her life, who she is on her way to meeting. Yeah. Yeah. That was 24 years ago. She was never around juicing, yoga, Reiki, iridology, crystals, herbs, but she's a fast learner. And she was open to learning too, which is the best part, right? By the way, I'm loving all these little shares or big shares for some of you around your relationships. This is so cool. Eric is being more supportive than I thought he'd be. I told him from the beginning, this isn't to lose weight. This is to get healthy. Exactly. And the weight will come off. And it has, right? Alana, you've been doing such an amazing job. And you're learning how to prepare some amazing, delicious food. Guys, the Burnsy burgers, woo! Wow. You just got to make that. You just got to make that and just serve it up and say, hey, you got to try this. Anybody, you've seen my kids try it, right? You've seen Brookie and Kaya and some of their friends, a lot of their friends trying the food that we make in the Real Juicy Detox kitchen here, and they are loving it. They are loving it. Down 23 pounds. Alana, way to go, babe. That is amazing. Amazing. Good for you. The Enchanted Fox, Medway, Massachusetts. Go ahead and Google it. Met Rose and Paul, Reiki Master. That is amazing. Amazing. I love this view of the auger. Look at that. Yeah, and we have to remember that everybody is on their own journey. Everybody is on their own journey with their health, right? And what is your journey is not necessarily your partner's journey. And we cannot be expecting to have them, change and do what we are doing just because we are doing it. But when we start realizing how much of what we put into our body impacts our health, we naturally want our loved ones and our family to be healthy and to be taking part in this, right? And it's about going about it in a really gentle way, not pushing anything or forcing anything, but just simply presenting the best quality options for our nutrition, and hoping that they also come along for the ride, especially if they're sick. Last night we had Rosie in the class. Rosie and her beautiful man, Chris. And Rosie asked if I can give a shout out to Chris, who was, a little bit skeptical, a little bit hesitant around the protein issue and in his love of meat. And there he was in the class, open. Kelly says, Cindy says, Kelly's so sweet that she's helping her mama. Who's helping their mama? What did I miss? Oh, here we go. Kelly said, Cindy, my daughter makes mine. My machine is really powerful. It scares me. It's very safe. It's just my mind is kind of all over the place and can overwhelm me. Yeah, you have the pure juicer. Okay. I didn't realize that was your daughter who was doing the juicing when you shared that video. Very cool. Your daughter is amazing. Your daughter is amazing, Mama. Good for you. Good for you. Okay, let me go and strain this. This is one of those gravy strainers. I just find it so helpful for doing this job. Oh, Dali is going to be excited. 1, 2, 3. I'll probably get 5 liters out of this, these 4 melons that he brought home. Maybe 4 liters. We'll see. We will see. We will see. My daughter peels my oranges before I get up. Or your husband peels your oranges before you get up. I'm so grateful to him. He's been away for 10 days, and I felt the strain of cooking for myself and my son and doing all the shopping and all the work. He's back Wednesday. Oh boy. Yeah, it's a lot of work. But you know what? It's more work to be sick. Oh yeah. This juicing will improve the quality of your life tenfold. Honestly, it will. But it does take some work. It's the truth. I hate one thing in this world, separation anxiety. Oh boy. Well, any kind of anxiety, separation anxiety, performance anxiety, all of that is weak adrenals, right, babe? So you got to do what you can to fix your adrenals, get those back powered up. And you're doing that with all of this juicing and all of the herbs. Cindy, she's our youngest child and our last one that lives at home. Aw. Alana rock. She's going to take Dr. Moore's certification class. Is she? Alana, are you going to do his class? Okay, I got to get this man out of the door. Love you guys. I'll be back after I drop him off. Okay, babe, we'll see you soon. Manifest your reality. Manifest. Yes, indeed. Manifest. So these fresh juices are the way to our health and our vitality. And, we want nothing but our family members to also have their health and vitality. So how do we go about having that impact and that effect on our relationships, right? Well, I think very much it always starts with you. The more you learn, the more you grow, the more you evolve with all of this, the more you're going to become more and more the living example of this truth, right? You can't tell somebody to do anything. In fact, nobody wants to feel forced into doing anything. As soon as you tell somebody you have to do something, as soon as you mandate something, you're going to have a problem on your hands. You're going to have somebody rising up to reclaim their freedom. They're going to be like, no, you want me to do something? No. What is the favorite word of a 2-year-old? No. Right? Probably because they hear us as parents saying it to them all the time. No, don't touch that. No, come here. No, be safe. No. And then you want them to do something? Come put your snow coat on, snow jacket on, your snow pants on. No. Time for a nap. No. I find juicing very relaxing. I don't know about you guys. I find it very relaxing. And to be honest with you, right now, I don't feel like doing anything else other than these cantaloupe. Right? That's you 100%. I don't like stuff to be mandatory ever. Exactly. Because we are freedom-seeking beings. We are free by nature. That is our natural birthright. So anytime you have somebody who's trying to force you to do something, or who's trying to tell you that you've got to do something, or is trying to make you believe that if you don't do something, then something is like not going to work, they're going to be like, forget it. I'm not doing that. I'm not buying it. They're going to be resentful. and it's not going to benefit them either. So when you're going through this kind of detox and you want your family to participate, the only way that you can do that is just provide them with all of the best resources, food, fruit. How delicious is this, right? Start making the raw vegan burgers. Man, those Burnsy burgers are something else. They are something else, I tell ya. Oh yeah, baby. We're going to get 5 liters out of this. Super cool. I enjoy using my Smeg juicer. That doesn't scare me. Yeah, that pure juicer looks pretty amazing, Kelly. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I'm just putting it into this little container that I had the clementines in. And I'm running out of space on my stove to put this stuff. Oy, oy vey. Too much stuff. Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. Sign of abundance. How are your abundance meditations coming, by the way? Is anybody still in the abundance challenge? I'm loving the abundance challenge. Whoops. Just hanging out and juicing. Don't drop it, Burns. Don't drop it. I showed the class this morning as well, the burgers that just finished in the dehydrator. Oh my God. You guys. So incredible. If you did not see that recipe, it's in the description of yesterday's video. Absolutely amazeballs. Burnsy's burgers. What I did for that recipe actually is I took a bunch of different amazing methods and ideas from 3 or 4 of my top favorite raw vegan food experts, like truly people who are doing really good raw vegan stuff, not all this seitan, all this wheat gluten, not with textured vegetable protein, none of that crap. That is all so bad for you. If you only knew, you would stop doing it. That soy myth, that's another one that we're going to touch on. We're going to bust all the myths, all right? That's what we've been doing in this Real Juicy Detox classroom all along. But I'm going to get those classroom whiteboard notes ready for you, which is why this class is going to be not a super mega long class, because I want to get to writing those notes out a little bit at a time each afternoon, so that by next Monday, or maybe later on this week, I don't know, I say Monday, just because it's an alliteration, right? Monday masterclass, but it's just going to be a detox masterclass. I'm going to work on pulling those notes together for us on the whiteboard so that we can really get really granular and really into the details on different aspects of this lifestyle, because we need to know, we need the information, right? And this morning's class was amazing. So good. We had a 2-hour long class. Yes, 2 hours this morning. So if you did not see it, go check it out. Need to get another jar. And I think I want to juice those 2 pineapples as well, too, actually. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll do those later. There we go. Getting all of those last little bits to run through. And then the thing that I love about this is the ease of cleaning. By the way, this I do have in my Amazon store. So if you're interested in getting yourself a really good juicer, and your price range, your budget is not at the, pure juicer level, this is a really good option. I love this juicer. Everything comes apart really nicely, really easily. So easy to clean out. Right? Just comes right apart. Just rinses clean. Oh, what are you saying, Miss Kristen? Just ate my first Bernsey burger for lunch. Oh my, it was delicious. My husband loved it too. We'll be making these again. Thank you so much, Burns. I really didn't know what to eat after all these juices. Yes, that is exactly why I'm doing all of these raw, vegan, delicious classes, because we need to understand that we hold the power to transform our lives with delicious food. I'm actually going to bring out some of those Bernsey burgers before I sign off. We're not going to sign off for a while. When I start saying that, it's like that could be in an hour, right? So hold on. Don't go anywhere. Hang on, I'm coming. I like to get all of my juicing stuff washed off right away so that it doesn't, become a stickier mess. 4.5 liters of juice, you guys. All right. A lot of people also ask, how much juice should I drink? I usually recommend 4 liters of juice if you're doing just juicing to heal your body of anything, but less if you're also chewing food. And it's funny, a lot of people always say, well, what food do you eat? This is food. It's actually the type of food that our body was designed to burn as fuel. Coming up in the sugar class. Hey, Dottie. Just getting the kitchen cleaned up a little bit. Do you guys like my Christmas lights tights? Look. Christmas lights. I love a little seasonal themed tights, you know what I'm saying? What did Kelly say over here? I said, I'm going to get up in the morning with you and try to do the rebounding with you. I still haven't. Honestly, I need the inflammation to go down in my knee. Don't know why it's taking so long. It's okay. You know, the further away a body part is from the kidneys, the longer it takes for that body part to filter and see effects of this. So just keep going. Just even if you wake up and you watch the rebounding, even if you do the rebounding, but you just sort of just lightly bounce, right? Holding up your challenged knee so that it's not really doing any bouncing. That would work. But you should, how much for the juicer? Monique, you're in Canada too, right? So I think it cost me $400 all told, but totally worth it. Totally worth it. So you can walk though, right, Kelly? Can you walk, or how are you for walking? What you can do as well is you can do the rebounding at any time, but save for the class. Today's class rebounded for 15 minutes. The class was a 2-hour long class. So, you know. Okay. I want to bring out some Burnsy burgers to show you guys how those came out. Oh my gosh. And any other work that I was planning on doing in class today is just going to be on hold because I really want to go and make a quick run to get some Christmas tree lights and maybe do a little bit of shopping for the girls. Get some, you know, cute little cheap Christmassy type decoration stuff. There we go. Cutting board is all done. Oops. How you doing? How you doing? You guys doing good? You having a good Monday wherever you are watching from? Yes. So here is our juice haul for today. Look at that beautiful cantaloupe. Fruits, melons, and berries, baby. Fruits, melons, and berries. Look at this. Look at this beautiful, beautiful live food that is going to support your body and help you have, great vitality, really. Yes, I can walk. I booked a 4-hour-long shelling tour for tomorrow. So I hope I don't get sick while I'm out there. The last few times I've been to the beach, I've gotten sick and had to leave. I won't have that option tomorrow. I'll be stuck on the island. Fingers crossed. It will be a great day for my daughter and I. Well, listen, babe, you've never been healthy and doing this kind of protocol like this. So just take your time, pack lots of juice, and enjoy the experience. I wish I could come with you. Can I come? Is shelling? Does that mean like walking along the beach and picking up shells? Make sure you're well hydrated. Wear a nice wide brimmed hat. Okay, that will help. And stay hydrated. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You will be fine. Prepare for that. All right, prepare for that. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. You're going to be healthy. It's going to be a fun experience. And you're not going to be you're only going to be experiencing vitality and hydration and health. Before, you just weren't. That's what it is. Oh my gosh, that sounds so amazing, Kelly. I want to come. Take me with you. Dottie. I don't have anything for you right now, babe. I'll get you some food in a minute. So I'm just going to cover these up. I use these awesome lids for my jars. I love these because, the lids that come with, these also have a little seal on the inside, right on the inside rim, so that it's leak proof. These are on my Amazon store as well. These are the best things since sliced bread, I tell you. The best things since sliced bread. And yes, as Kelly mentioned, my straws are always upside down. They come with these straws. And the great thing about these straws is, for kids, right? You have these on the smaller jars, whatever, for kids. And these straws are made to go in this way so that the straw doesn't fall out. But oftentimes when I come in the morning and I just pull it out of the thing, I just go like that because I'm too lazy to take the lid off. I know. It's a thing. What can I say? Jennifer, that's brilliant. My son just tried the barbecue sauce. He said, if I don't like it, I won't try anything again. And then he said, how did you get it to taste like that? He loved it. Baby, I'm telling you, This is like nothing else you've ever experienced in your life ever before. Nothing like you've ever prepared for your family, right? Kelly said, yes, that's what it is. That's something I picked up during my grieving process, and I absolutely love it. Amazing, 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 amazing way to connect to your beautiful daughter from the who is now on the other side. Your angel, she's always with you, always with you. Kristen said, be positive in your moments. You can do this and we'll make memories with your child. Can you bring a chair to sit on if need be? I love the shelling tours. So much fun. I've never been on a shelling tour. Kelly, can I come down and stay with you? Can I just come down? Can I buy a ticket and come down and stay with you? And you take me on all these experiences and these adventures? I totally would. Do you know that we actually can travel? We actually can fly to a different country. You know, that is something that I would love to do. I'm inviting myself over, and I've got an invite to go to see Louise and girl. Kristen, I booked one a few years back and canceled because business is so slow. But now with COVID, I said, geez, I'm not waiting for business to pick up. I'm just going to go. Yeah, you got to just go, right? You got to just go. So we're going to put these in the fridge. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to pull out said veggie burgers, said Burnsy burgers. And I have some of the barbecue sauce as well. And could I move over to there? Do you guys want to hang out for a little bit more? What do you say? Do you want to hang out for a little bit more? I kind of feel lazy in terms of doing work in the kitchen, but I'll be happy to move over to my other spot over there and sit with you guys while we hang out and chat. Yes, you sure can. Ooh, I have a spare room and it has a bathroom suite attached. Ooh, now we're getting fancy. It's all yours. Come on. Okay, well, you know what? I'm seriously bookmarking that idea. I'm seriously gonna take you up on that offer, and then maybe we can take a drive over to meet Dr. Morse. Oh, Olga says, Burns, I'm coming with you to Kelly's. Yes, Kelly. Kelly, how many people can fit on that spare bedroom floor? That and in that bed, we will make it work. I would love that. Yes, you sure can. I have a spare room, and yes, I will come. I will be there. Let me put these in the fridge. I'll be right back because, oops, well, how about we cover them, Burns, because that would be a shame to spill any of these beautiful cantaloupe juices. Wait, let me put it over there. Let me put some stuff over here. I'm really not that hungry. That's the thing. So maybe I'll just show you and I do need to make some more mustard pickles for the burger. So there's always something to do in this kitchen. This Juicy Detox kitchen is never ending. Hang on. That is some pretty juice, baby. Woo! Okay, mustard pickles. Let's make some pickles. Mustard pickles for our Burnsy burgers. Mustard pickles for our Burnsy burgers. Your barbecue sauce rocks. I did a talk on my heel. Yes, how did it go? Oh my God, that's right, Jennifer. And they all asked so many questions. One woman said her husband was raw vegan and she didn't really fancy it. I said, you haven't tried Burns's barbecue sauce and her pizza and her burgers. I've now shared your recipe in that group. Now, oh my gosh. You need to know how to make the right food. I have spent over 100 days of sweating it out before. So 40 days raw, 40 days strictly juicing, which started on June 1st, 2020, then 100 days of raw. And in that raw kitchen time, I busted my butt. And then 50 days ago, I said, hey, I'm going to start a new challenge, juicing challenge, 40 days. Anybody want to come with? So we have been doing this now for 100. I've been doing this for 190 days. Shut the front door. Me. That's crazy. I swear to God. You know, when people say, if I can do it, anybody can do it. I swear to God, if I can do this, you can do it. I'm telling you. But the great news is that I have broken down the recipes and figured out the techniques, and I'm helping you guys completely shorten the learning curve. You know what I'm saying? We work in this Juicy Detox kitchen. That's what we do. We work on creating these amazing recipes, sorting through the emotional side of this, figuring out how to encourage and support our families as they are coming into this healthier way of eating and being. And I am hopefully helping you guys really narrow down and shorten down the learning curve that's associated with all of that, because there is a huge learning curve. My mouth is already watering just smelling these. So I'm just grabbing some of these. I'm just getting some of these mixed chunky banana peppers. These are mild. And I think I'm just going to keep it with the mild for now. I'm going to make a mild one, not too spicy. The other mustard pickles that I have are that I made with the hot and spicy mixed vegetables, but you can also make this yourself from scratch. Okay, these knives seriously need sharpening. It irritates me. It's irritating, man. It's so irritating not having a sharp knife. Am I right? There we go. Especially when you're cutting stuff with the skin, you know, like peppers, and getting that knife to go through the skin. So I'm just going to rough chop up some of these banana peppers. Super, super easy, right? In Trinidad, when we have our pastels, and remember this Burnsy burger recipe and the one that I made yesterday in class, you can check it out in the playlist, in the noon playlist of the noon classes that I have linked in the description of this video. You can go and check out that playlist, and in there it has all of the ingredients that are in the Burnsy burger. And this Burnsy burger is made with the flavors of Trinidad and Tobago, in particular pastels, which is like a kind of like a corn tortilla kind of thing. I made that recipe. The recipe and the day that I made that is also in the description of this video. If you look under the noon detox classes, those are some of the cooking classes are in there. Those are all the classes that I do at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. And remember, I go live 3 times a day. Yes, I do. I go live 3 times a day, 8 a.m., 12 noon, and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can always catch some great content. We hang out. We check in with each other. What is the best knife to use for chopping? A sharp one. Yes, no joke. It's just that easy. Linda says, ate a huge fruit salad this morning. That is amazing, Linda. With pineapple, pears, cherries, grapes, kiwi, banana, hemp hearts, chopped almonds, chia seeds. It was delicious. That sounds amazing. Now juicing pineapple, grapefruit juice. Ooh, you know that's my favorite, girl. Being in the kitchen all day, got to make those burgers. Yeah. The burgers, disclaimer, I will say those burgers take a lot of time chopping up, but I am telling you, 100% raw. No crazy wheat gluten or textured vegetable protein. No beans. No beans. None of that craziness, right? That's all crazy town. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a container. I'm going to just mix this like right into this container because that's the container that we're going to store this in. So I've got a bunch of banana peppers chopped up, about this much. Just going to slide that into the container that it's going to live in once we're done. Mustard pickles is, like I said, the quintessential condiment for these burgers, for pastels. And while we're not making this with the corn part of the pastel, because honestly, I don't mind corn now and then, but too much of it can be inflammatory, right? So I don't want to have too much inflammation kicking up in my body. And I'm just going to add in some maple syrup for the sweetener. Now, traditional, like homemade or even store-bought mustard pickles is sweetened with sugar, and a lot of sugar. And I'm not having sugar because that's going to inflame my body. I'm going to feel bloated. I'm going to feel it. I don't feel that with maple syrup. It's not processed in the same way. Yes, there is heat applied to it. And that is, one of the sacrifices that I'm willing to make to have this type of deliciousness in my life. But if you don't want maple syrup, you can use raw agave nectar. You can use raw honey. It's a little bit more mustard. You just mix that all together. It's a perfect relish. How good does that look? Kristen, have you found Junonia yet? My favorite Scotch bonnets. Ooh, Scotch bonnets. That is a Trinidad pepper for sure. So do you like the burgers with the pumpkin better? I made them with the roasted chestnuts. We'll try the pumpkin next time. So good. Yeah. You know what? Do I like the burgers with the pumpkins better? I don't really find that there's a big difference because it's got so much of that savory spices and savory seasoning to it. I kind of like it without the chestnuts because it's truly raw. It's truly raw when you use the raw pumpkin seeds. And for some people, it's easier to digest seeds than it is to digest nuts. So here we have the mustard pickles all ready to go. It doesn't really taste like true mustard pickles yet. Hang on. Where is it? Damn it. Oh, where is it? Right in front of you, Arms. So I'm also going to use some of, what are you making? What's in it? I'm back, LOL. So all I've got is some chopped up, let me show you on the food cam. I've got some chopped up banana peppers and some just yellow mustard, a big bunch, a squirt of that, and some pure maple syrup, not maple flavored syrup. This is pure maple syrup, Canadian, of course. And I'm going to put in some more chopped pickles from this one. These are a hot mixed vegetable. Hot pickled veggies. So I'm just going to I'm going to chop some of these up. Yes, it's Scotch bonnet's a shell too. Oh, shells. Scotch bonnet is a shell. Okay, all right, all right, all right. From your shelling adventures. Gotcha. So I'm going to put some of these mixed vegetables. I'm going to chop some of these up because I just find it's missing some. Just straight up banana peppers is not, you want some cauliflower in there. You want some of the carrots. You want some of the other. All right, you can get in there. That's not going to be a hot pepper. You want some of the other vegetables in there. So that is just some of these mixed hot veggies. I'm just going to give those a rough chop. How did your cauliflower come out, Alana? I'm not in the little chat group too often because, well, I just don't have time. But I see you girls. I see you in there, you girls and guys in the chat group on the Facebook. And I know you made the cauliflower bites, the buffalo wings style. How did it come out? I'm not a huge fan of cauliflower. Certainly not in my pizza dough. Certainly not in my pizza dough. Am I going to run out of room in this container? Maybe. Linda says, made a big fruit salad last night and the family loved it. You're right. Can't force this type of eating on others. My husband is sick of me talking about food all the time, but sure loves to eat it. I see food as medicine, and the more you eat raw, the more you crave it. Taste buds change. Thank you for turning me on to Dr. Morse. Very fascinating. Babe, you are so welcome. I'm so glad, so happy for you. It is very fascinating, isn't it? I have a gallon of that gardenia mixed vegetables. I think mine have citric acid in the brine though. So citric acid is used as a to help prevent stuff from turning brown. It's like an antioxidant. So you can use it. You're not eating the citric acid in mega doses like you would for, say, as a vitamin C treatment. You know what I mean? In those cases, we don't recommend it. It's an isolate. It's not going to have the same dynamic, alive quality of your vitamin C that you'll get in your juice. But as a little bit used as a preservative in stuff, I wouldn't sweat it. I wouldn't sweat that. You're not eating a huge amount. It's used in small quantities to prevent stuff from turning brown. So, of course, you use it at your own discretion. Use it and see if your body agrees with it. But I don't have a problem with it. It also depends on what level of healing you're working on in your body, right? Okay, that's better. Not too spicy, just right. Not too spicy, just right. Okay, I'm going to go grab, I'm not going to move my camera because that is like a big job and a half. But what I am going to do, is I'm going to grab the burgers and I made them into like a little ciabatta type sausage. I'm going to bring those over from the dehydrator. Those were Stacy's cauliflower bites from the other day. I made mine a couple weeks ago, but maybe a week ago. They were amazing. I didn't taste cauliflower at all. Okay, well, that's it. I'm going to have to pick up some cauliflower at the store today. Let me go grab a couple of these cauliflower bites, of these Burnsy burgers. I'm going to bring them over and we're going to enjoy some together. Burgers. Okay. Feeling chilly again. I'm hot and I'm cold. I'm always chilly. Brr, brr. Oh. Okay, so let's get the food cam going on this situation. Check this out, you guys. Okay, so here are the burgers, and these I made them into burger shapes, and these are small enough to just have as hors d'oeuvres, right? How cool is this? I want to show you the texture inside. Look at that. Perfect burger texture. You see that color? See how it doesn't look like pale and gross? That is from the beets. Perfect texture. Getting everything chopped really small or put through the juicer and using the pulp, that is really the key to the texture. Really, really key to the texture. And then, of course, the seasoning that you put on it, that is everything as well. So in Trinidad, we would put mustard pickles on top of our pastels, and the pastels are like, they have like a polenta type wrapping around them, kind of like a tamale. And then we would put mustard pickles on it like so. But instead of having the corn meal wrapped around it, I just wanted to have just the burger itself. Right, Alana? So in Croatia, they have what's called cevapi, and they look just like that. So let's try this. Hold on. Let us experience this together, shall we? That is so satisfying. That is amazing. You'd be hard pressed to think that that was a vegan, a raw vegan at that burger. Like seriously. Oh, let me show you the tomato, the barbecue sauce. Okay, wait. Let me wipe my hands. Okay, so the barbecue sauce that Jen was just talking about, that her son was like, I'm not going to eat anything if this isn't good, and I'm never going to believe you again, and don't try to trick me into thinking that your raw shit is any good. It's not. Oh my God, Mom. How amazing is that? How did you get it to taste like that? Yep. That is some deliciousness right there, people. It's smoky. This barbecue sauce is everything. Oh my God. That is no joke. That is no joke. Let's check out these little sausages. These little chavapi sausages. Look at that. Oh my God. Seriously, the mustard, though, that is my favorite on these. Mm. Mm. This is so good. If you guys only make one thing from my channel, please make it be these Burnsy burgers. They will change your life. They will change your family's life. Honestly. Honestly. Oh my God, the little sausage shaped ones. Brilliant. I'm telling you. Have a bite. Mm. My favorite is got to be the mustard pickles, though. Mm-hmm. Are you supposed to sip on the fruit juice? Yes, preferably. I just drank 32 ounces straight down, and it was so good. Now I'm going to dehydrate some cauliflower and kale chips. Oh my gosh, girl, you're on a roll. Made some coconut chia pudding. Got to find some buckwheat flakes. Those look amazing. Yes, the buckwheat flakes, really good to have in your program and in your pantry. Love your cute jean vest. Thank you so much. Does this one have anything on the back? No, it doesn't. I have another one that's got a Canadian flag that says love on the back. A little bit different though, not a hoodie vest jacket. Who ever thought that eating raw vegan would be this frigging delicious? I never knew. I thought raw vegan was collard wraps. And that was just like really when I had it. But eating like this is amazing. This is where it is at, you guys. I can taste all the different flavors that we have going on in here. I can taste the capers. I can taste the olives. I can taste the raisins. Yes. The texture is perfect. It's dry enough on the outside, that it's not like wet in your hand. And when you break it open, like seriously, the texture of a patty. How do they make it like that? How do they do that? Well, I showed you yesterday's class. It was all about this. And my pizza. Okay, if you only make two things from my channel, make it the Burnsy burgers and make it the raw vegan pizza. Yesterday we made a raw vegan pizza. I didn't make the crust on camera. That'll be coming up in an upcoming class. But the crust that I used in class yesterday was a pumpkin was the base. Yes, pumpkin was the base. And I'm going to make some more of that. And since we loved it so much, I'm going to do a bigger batch, and I'm going to make wrap sizes, like sizes that you can make into a wrap. It was flexible. It was delicious. It wasn't sweet. It was perfect. It wasn't bitter whatsoever. Oh, I'm full right now. It was so incredibly delicious. This is the bomb. I think I want to start making these in bulk. I made a huge batch. The bowl from yesterday, look, this was how much I made yesterday. Well, it wasn't as tall. It wasn't up to like here. This huge bowl was Bernsey burgers. And it was amazing. It was so good. It was so, so good. Huge batch. And what I want to do is, I got 50 of these small size burgers. And I got 32 of the Chavapi size sausages. So many, so much. So I'm going to start freezing them. I'm going to put them in a little Ziploc bag. I'm going to put a label on it and the date. And I'm going to put like the wow factor in case I just need to remind myself, are these the wow factor burgers? Because, every now and then I make a batch and it's like not wow factor, but now that I've really perfected how small to chop things and how finely to grind them, it is the perfect texture. The recipe I made right before this batch, I tried using my vegetables not as finely chopped, and it really was not that good. What do you need? You want some food or some loving up? Oh my goodness, you are warm, Miss Dottie. Miss Dottie McDottie. Yes. What is it? What is it? What are you hearing? Hmm? Kitty cow. Kitty cow. You hearing the girls upstairs? I'll feed you in a second, Dot. I'll feed you in a second. So yeah, if there's any two recipes that you definitely want to make, the raw vegan pizza and the Bernsey burgers for the win. What else have I made that has been really epic? I can't remember. Everything I make in here is pretty epic. I'm not going to lie, though. But those two things you want to definitely make. You want to find some staple recipes for your family that are going to keep them wanting to eat this raw vegan lifestyle. These burgers, hands down, some of the best stuff that I've ever made in a kitchen. And I've made a lot of amazing stuff in the kitchen. So give it a try. You guys check it out. I am going to go and I'm going to get some lights for the Christmas tree. We got to get some decorations. I'm going to get a couple more things. I'm going to get maybe some food stuff prepped for later, or maybe not. Maybe I'm not going to do any of those things at all. I'm going to do something. Maybe I'm going to work on class notes. My mouth is watering. You should package those and sell them. Bernsey burgers sounds good. I used to eat a lot of black bean burgers, but no more acidic food for me. Yeah, don't eat. When we talk about raw vegan burgers, we're not talking about beans. We're not talking about textured vegetable protein. We're not talking about wheat gluten, aka seitan. We're not talking about any of that acid shit. We're talking about pure, alive, vegetable, nutrition dense food. We're not talking about any of the other crap, because you don't want the bean burgers. I prefer to teach you. You give a man a fish. You can either give somebody a fish or you can teach a man to fish, right? I prefer to, instead of selling you the Bernsey burgers, although that would be a pretty awesome business model because they are that good, I prefer to teach you how to make your own. And then you never have to rely on, where can I find them? Where can I buy them? How much are they? Do they ship to my country? If you can get your hands on fresh vegetables, then you can make these. I need to make some more wraps after the burgers are done in the dehydrator. Right, Kristen? Oh my God, that's why I love my 10-tray dehydrator. I can fill that up in no time, especially when I'm just on motoring through mode and just like getting these things done. And the wraps do take a lot of space in your dehydrator, that is for sure. So yeah, get those wraps done. I'm loving the pumpkin, guys. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna perfect the pumpkin wraps, because that is, for me, I made it with the pizza last night. They were absolutely outstanding. Have a blessed day. My motto is, maybe I will, maybe I won't, maybe I will, maybe I won't. That's my motto sometimes too. Thank you for sharing your amazing recipes. You're welcome. Thank you guys for being here. I love having you in my kitchen. It's not always as organized as I would like it to be, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. And I'm just very grateful that you guys are here sharing this journey with me, and that we're doing it all together. So you guys have a great afternoon. All right. And I will see you. Check out my stories, because if I do go and get anything, and if I do go doing a little Christmas shopping, I will, I'll bring you guys along for the ride. I'll bring you in my stories. So go and check that out on Instagram and on Facebook. They're live for 24 hours. And after that, they're gone. But yeah. And with that, I be gone. I love you.